welcome. Happy Sunday. We've made it through 2 weeks. If you have a blanket or a towel, I highly recommend it. We're going to be doing frog today. So, yeah, I've done a little combination of, I'm going to mute you, Krista.
Oh, sorry.
A little combination of yin and with some restorative in there. I can't stress enough the importance of taking care of our nervous systems during this time. It's why we practice, but in addition, when times are uncertain and when we're going through some, what can be a traumatic experience for a lot of us, it's all the more important to double down on our practices. And the thing is we're not noticing what impact this is having on our nervous system until we actually come back to our norm, our routines. And that's why it's so important to really, be mindful, not only with our thoughts, but with how we're feeling and how we're choosing to show up and what practices we're keeping going. So let's come to a meditation seat, closing our eyes. And if you want to play some background music for yourself, you can do that too. You're on mute, so we can't hear you. If that helps you, that's fine. We'll bring our hands on our laps face down. So we close our eyes and begin to just connect. Connect to the breath. Bringing your awareness inward. Connecting on a deeper level with your body. With your heart. And with your mind. As we take a few minutes here in stillness and getting more quiet inside so that we can check in with ourselves as we welcome ourselves to our practice. Notice how you're feeling. Notice the quality of your breath. And just invite your awareness to any parts in your body that feel a little tense. And then allow that tension to just melt away. Imagine it melting away. So what happens when we're in these times that challenge us and our nervous systems is that we go into self-preservation mode. And anything that can appear as a threat to the nervous system becomes even more heightened. So it's so important to really check in with yourself throughout your day from time to time. Not only when you come to your mat, but as you move through your day. Taking maybe a few minutes to breathe, to connect to your breath. To remind yourself that in this moment, you're healthy, you're safe, so that the mind doesn't get ahead into a spiral. Next few breaths, let the shoulders drop away from the ears a little bit more, allowing the spine to grow a little taller. The jaw softens. You sink a little deeper into your seat. So right now in this moment, bring your awareness to 2 or 3 things that you're grateful for. Bring our right hand to our heart, left hand on top. As you offer up an intention or a prayer, whatever feels good to you. And we'll take 2 mindful breaths, letting the belly rise on the inhale. And on the exhale, it drops toward the spine. One more like that. And a nice full breath, sighing it out. Release your hands by your sides, open your eyes. And we're gonna come to lay on our mat, coming in for pentacle. So we're gonna lay flat and we're gonna extend the arms out to meet the corners of the top of our mat, and our legs will open up the same way to meet the corners of the bottom of our mat. So you can come to lay flat. Nice open stretch. Find a small arch in the lower back. Letting the upper back to sink in a little bit more, you'll notice you'll lose a little bit of that arch in the lower back, sinking deeper into the pose as you begin to relax a little bit more. This is a gentle compression of the back, tension of the front body. Really take some mindful breaths here. Drawing energy to the lungs. Might even feel called to really deepen the breath here. So maybe inhale, hold at the top for 1 count. And as you exhale fully every last drop of breath, you can hold at the bottom for 1 count. This is a nice way to activate the parasympathetic nervous system, turning that on, that rest and digest, that allows us to come back to our center, to release any of the heavy energies we might be holding on to unknowingly. And if you find your mind wandering, again, you can bring it back to the present moment by practicing some gratitude. And like I've been saying, what we focus on grows. So that is a choice that we all get to make. We get to make the choice of looking at all of this as, oh my God, this is so challenging. Or we can shift that to, what is this trying to teach me? And looking for the opportunities, looking for the growth, looking for the gratitude. There's no right or wrong. It's just a matter of choosing what serves you best. What do you need to let go of right now? Create space in your body, in your heart, and in your mind. Take 2 breaths. And a nice full breath, sighing it out. Slowly, you'll bring your legs together, hugging them into your chest. Gently rock side to side, massaging the spine. When you're ready, you'll come back to neutral, crossing the left leg over the right, like you're sitting in a chair. Your arms will open up to cactus or goalposts. I'm sorry, T. And you'll let the legs drop over to the right side for your rooted twist here. Shoulders stay pressed to the mat, and gaze can follow to the right side or left side or neutral. Honoring what feels good to you in your neck and in your shoulders. If there's any tension here, you want to keep a soft twist, or maybe just keep your neck neutral. Settling in. Scan your body from the crown of the head down and begin to notice where there is gripping, where there's still holding on, going on. And relax the muscles. You'll notice yourself dropping into the pose as you release muscular tension. Taking 2 breaths. And the nice full breath, sigh it out. Every last drop. Slowly coming back to center, uncross the legs. Maybe give yourself a hug here. Or if you need some gentle movement, you can bring your feet mat width distance apart. And windshield wiper the knees side to side. When you're ready, coming back to neutral. Draw your knees to your chest, and you'll cross the right leg over the left, right knee over left, dropping onto the left side. Notice the sensations, notice the difference from one side to the other. Drop in. Let go. Allow the body, the mind, and the heart to soften. So when we detached from our ways of thinking, the ways things should be, we are at peace. We allow what is to be. We don't struggle. We don't create resistance. And that's what the practice of yin teaches us. To soften with what is, to soften in the pose, to let go of our attachments. Taking 2 breaths. And a nice full breath, sighing it out. Slowly coming back to center, uncrossing the legs. Just take a moment here to notice how you're feeling. Take some gentle movement, either rocking side to side, or you can windshield wiper the legs again. And when you're ready, you'll come back to neutral. Draw your knees to your chest, taking hold of the outer edges of your feet for stirrup or happy baby, as we know it in Yang Yoga. Holding steady here, drawing the knees towards your armpits. Holding here. Allowing your shoulders to relax. You'll notice as the shoulders relax, the arms relax, the hands relax, and they drop into your feet, pulling your knees closer to your armpits so the legs relax here. Every breath takes you deeper into the pose if you relax. Notice if you're contracting the belly, if you're holding in here. And allow it to be soft. Allow the belly to soften. Taking 2 breaths. And a nice full breath, sighing it out. Bringing your feet together, knees together. Give yourself a hug here. Gently turning over onto one side, staying here for a moment. And when you're ready, slowly pressing up to sit. We're going to come into butterfly. So we'll bring bottoms of the feet together in a more of a diamond shape. So the heels are more away from the pelvic floor than they would be in our regular yoga practice. And if you have a block or something that you want to use to rest your forehead on, that's great. Otherwise, we'll draw the belly toward the spine and begin to round down, dropping the neck and head, letting it go here. Again, you can have your block to rest your forehead, or you can simply just let the neck and head go. Palms can just rest on top of your ankles, face up if you're feeling receptive, down if you feel like you need grounding. Just letting go here, dropping in. Allow the jaw to be soft. If you need to, you can open your mouth slightly to release any gripping that's happening. The shoulders round in. Almost like you're dropping into a little cocoon, going inward. So under normal circumstances, the way our nervous system operates is that we are continuously searching for threat. So that is our norm, our baseline. When situations that are out of our control happen, that fight or flight becomes heightened. That's why I keep stressing the importance of showing up on your mat, connecting with your breath, with your body throughout your day, finding the things to be grateful for. All of this has a compound effect that supports the nervous system. So that we can stay balanced and healthy in spite of what goes on outside of us. Taking a couple of breaths. And a nice full breath, sigh it out. You slowly begin to roll up one vertebrae at a time, neck and head last. Take a moment here, extend your legs out in front of you, hands by your sides to support you, nice long spine. And just check in, notice where you need some attention, some movement. Maybe it's the neck. You can sway side to side or begin to take some neck circles. Or maybe your legs need some movement. And once you've completed your neck circles, you can bend the knees. And again, take your windshield wiper side to side. Nice and slow. Letting that energy move through. We'll come back to neutral. Now we're gonna come into our square. So the right leg will rest on top of the left. Ankle, knee to ankle, ankle to knee. Back up a little so you can see. If this is way too intense, you can extend the bottom leg into that nice open number 4. And then once you're here, you can stay here and just grow nice and long in the spine and relax. If you're feeling like you need a little bit more sensation, you can begin to round down. And you'll feel this a lot in the outer hips. So again, remember that it's your practice, so it's the edge of the pose for you. It's wherever you feel that good, rich, deep sensation, but not pain, no sharp pain, tingling or numbing, but like a deep tissue massage. We're just warming up the hips for our frog pose. Or can you relax? Allow your body to soften. Allow your mind to soften. And trust that you're being held in this moment as you let go and surrender into the pose. Taking 2 breaths. And a nice full breath, sighing it out. Slowly coming back to center. Releasing the legs out in front of you. Again, take a moment here and notice how you're feeling. So checking in between poses. Checking in with the body. Noticing what your body needs. If you need movement, you can wiggle the legs. Again, you can always take your windshield wiper. Whatever feels good to you right now. And when you're ready, you'll come back to center and switch sides. Left leg on top of right. Rounding down when you're ready, if you're feeling like this is the variation you want to take. Notice the difference from one side to the other. So our right side is our masculine energy side. It's our yang side. And our left side is our feminine energy, our yin side. So you can notice for yourself which side feels more open, less tense. Continuing to explore within yourself those parts where we hold tension habitually, so much so that we don't even notice it until we actually scan our bodies. Taking a couple of breaths. And a nice full breath, sighing it out. Slowly coming back up. Releasing your legs out in front. Take a moment here to notice now how you feel. Just going to draw the heart forward on the inhale. Gentle, gentle back bend. And on the exhale, we'll round the shoulders, chin to chest. We'll do that 2 more times, just to release tension in the upper body, moving to the natural rhythm of your breath. 1 more. Coming back to center, taking any leg movement you need, wiggling the legs or windshield wiper. When you're ready, we'll come back to neutral. We're going to swing back to find our way to tabletop, and we're just going to take a little bit of a stretch here. So pressing the right foot back, pressing through the ball of the right foot, and then pressing all the way back to stretch that calf. And then coming forward, right knee meets the left, and then we'll switch sides. Left leg extends, pressing through the ball of the foot, and then pressing back to get that nice calf stretch. And then forward, left knee meets the right. Take a little wiggle of the hips side to side here. And then we'll come back to neutral and take 3 rounds of cat and cow, inhaling the heart forward. Exhale, rounding the spine, chin to chest. Moving through 2 more on your own breath. Last one. Coming back to neutral. So I'm going to suggest that you turn to face the wide side of your mat. We're going to come in for frog. And again, if you have a blanket or a towel, go ahead and place it down under your legs. And our frog will be legs open as wide as you can, where you feel that sensation. And then you're going to stack the knee over the ankle and the feet are flexed. So literally like a frog. And then you'll slowly drop yourself down. You can make a little pillow with your hands to rest your head. If you have a block, you can rest here. And then lower yourself down. Begin to relax. This is a great pose to really check in where the body starts to hold onto tension and starts to grip in order to overcompensate for that sensation that it's feeling. So check in with your belly is the first thing. Notice if you're holding onto your breath. And if this is way too intense, you could always bring your feet to a surface and come into frog that way too. So, like so. Allow the legs to relax. We're not here too long, but even a few minutes feels like an eternity when our hips store a lot of emotion. Keep scanning for those opportunities to soften and to release as you hold this pose. So before you even take your 2 breaths, I want you to envision the most gentle, graceful way that you're going to come out of this pose before you even start to move. Taking 2 breaths. And a nice full breath, sighing it out. You slowly begin to press onto your hands, coming up. Lift your seat and your knees, and the knees will come together, feet together. You can turn to face the front of your mat. Finding your way to tabletop, just take a moment here to sway the hips side to side gently. And then you'll come back to neutral, keeping your legs closed, knees together, feet together, dropping your seat to your heels, lowering yourself down into a closed leg, child's pose. Your arms can come behind you into that walnut shape, forehead to the mat. If you want to extend your arms, you can. Again, honoring what feels good to you. Dropping into our child's pose. The next few breaths, begin to consider which shape you like to take for your final resting pose, Shavasana. We'll take 2 breaths. And a nice full breath, sighing it out. When you're ready, slowly begin to come back up to set yourself up for your Shavasana. Little prayer on gratitude. Today, I appreciate all the blessings in my life. I do not take for granted all the wonderful things I have. I feel my gratitude with a humble heart. I appreciate my abundance. I know that as I do so, my abundance will increase. May all that I have be used by the God of your choosing to bless others as it blesses us. I am reminded of those who live lives of pain and pray to be useful to heal their suffering. Again, deepening your breath, welcoming awareness back into your body, to your space. As you wiggle the fingers, the toes, and gently turn the head side to side. When you feel ready, hug your knees to your chest and turn onto one side, staying here for a moment, savoring the benefits of this practice. Reminding yourself to move with gratitude throughout your days, even when the challenges arise. Slowly pressing back up to your meditation seat, keeping your eyes closed. We'll meet here with hands to prayer at the heart. Thank you for sharing your practice and your energy with me today. I honor the light within you that's also within me. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. Stay healthy and safe.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.